cleaning up everything. So if you want to be part of the Hustler Mindset Project, hit the link below. And if you want to get clean, super fragilistic updates from hustlermindset.net, hit the mail list below. You won't regret it. All right, this is Glendon, and let's check out this video because I'm going to piss your ass off. Yes, I am. I'm going to piss your ass off. Believe that. Yo, it's Glendon with making money any damn way that you can. Title of this joint, picking, garage sales, storage auctions, Amazon, eBay, whatever. Okay, one of the biggest questions I get, and I get it all the time, is what's the best thing to do? Let me just make it real brief and plain for you. There is no thing that's the best to do. We live in a very competitive environment right now. Extremely competitive. The economy is moving along like a snail's pace. And there are many people who are ass out. And they're looking for ways to make income. So any way that you can think of, there's a crowd. Now let's really look at this. What's the best way to make money? To do something that other people aren't doing. Or, and you're not going to like this, to do something that's hard. Storage auctions are very hard. Even with the television shows and the crowds, there's a shakeout period and it's shaking right now, and there are people coming across units, people that got out the game, they're getting back in the game because the mania is over. The show's ratings are coming down and people are going like, yeah, that's cool to watch, but I don't want to be neck deep in junk in my life. So they're not going out there. So they watch the shows and they live vicariously through the characters of those shows. For you, it spells opportunity. Now let's talk about selling, because everyone's like, hey, should I put it on eBay? Should I put it on Amazon? Should I put it on Craigslist? And the answer is yes, all the above. Because when I started selling in the storage auction game, people were selling in two places: flea market, garage sale, to the same, or having their own store. To this day, 2012, there are many people who are not utilizing selling channels online. They're not doing eBay. They're not doing Amazon. I talk to people every week who are like, well, I've been buying units for 3-4 months, and no, I haven't set up my Amazon, and no, I haven't set up, and I'm just doing Craigslist and garage sales, which is cool, but you're leaving money on the table. You're leaving money on the table. Now, this is a new wrinkle. As I discussed in my book, I had my own website. And right now, there's many things going on because essentially, just to break some stuff down so it's forever broken, if you're selling on eBay, Amazon, or any other website that's not yours, you are a platform seller. You're a platform reseller. You're utilizing their platform to sell your items, which is cool. But understand, with every platform, there are limitations and there is a ceiling. You're only going to go so far, so high, and you're going to run into limitations because, as I put in my book about eBay, they're not your customers. They're eBay's customers. They're not your customers. They're Amazon's customers. The only platform that allows you to develop your own customer base is Craigslist, because they don't give a shit. Craigslist is like, hey, we're hands off. As long as you don't act too rowdy, you can do whatever the hell you want to, as long as within the parameters of the guidelines we set forth. I love Craigslist. Totally love it. Yes, there's pain. Yes, there's spam. But as a platform, it's the best thing going if you have the products, the will, and the talent to make it work. Now, I'm not saying, because, when I come off and like, oh, Glendon said don't sell on eBay. Look. These are my thoughts on eBay. It's a necessary evil. It's the only place that you can sell some pot handles and make 30, 40, 50 bucks. Someplace, you wouldn't even encounter that buyer in your town. It's a necessary evil. PayPal. PayPal's better. PayPal's been sued. There's a lot of people looking at them, and they're still going, but we're not a bank, but they get bank-like privileges. Essentially, the longest that they can hold your money is 181 days. Now, why is that? And a lot of people don't know this. The customer, end user, whatever you have, has up to 6 months to do a chargeback. A lot of folks don't know that. But yes, I've known it for years. 6 months to do a chargeback. So at 181 days, They no longer are in harm's way. So there's no earthly reason that they should be holding on to your money past that, and they got sued, and that's the de facto max limit. Which means, you could go out and get an attorney, up it up, move the date up a little bit, but it's on you. Now, with this, and let me say it, I think the best business model is a hybrid. You've got stuff on Amazon, you've got stuff on eBay, you've got stuff on Craigslist, and you are working on your own website. I'm going to share something with you that I haven't shared with anyone else, because I'm a member of several online groups and we talk and everything. And the thing that jumps out at me from all of these groups is, and this isn't a slam, it's just an observation, is that 90% of the people in these groups are not business people. They're not business people. Maybe even 92%. They're not business people. And they don't really understand something, because it's like, people in one group, it's like, well, we can't say nothing about Amazon because they may find this thread and whoa. I was like, this little scary little bitch come in. I'm like, Amazon, I think is great. Amazon makes me money. I'm not going to slam Amazon, but I'm also not going to go ahead and say that it is this utopia. There are issues. They have platform issues. Right now with Kindle, the reporting's hanky. Don't know if your numbers are right or wrong. They change. It's weird. And you're really not going to know until the 16th, 17th of next month what you actually sold this month. For a data junkie such as myself, that's a personal hell, because I'm like, what's going on? And this summer, I did a lot of testing, because just like I tell you to do stuff, I do it on my own. I ran a blitz. I gave away stuff for free. I put stuff up on Kindle. I pointed traffic towards Kindle, and I measured the results. The unanimous decision is my own website. From this point on, everything's going to my assets, things that I own, control, and collect money. Because right here, YouTube, love YouTube. Video came down because some people are like, we don't like it. On my own website, unless I violate copyright laws, you people could be pissed off, but they can't flag it and they can't bring my message down. You got to understand that. And this is something that I've been moving forward towards for the last 6 months, because another thing, going back to the thing is, my first 2 years, I made 90% of my money from my book sales and whatever from my website, and only 10% came from Amazon. A lot of people are like, oh no, because you're not going to Amazon and your rankings are not that high. I'm like, 90% of commerce in the world happens outside the web. It does, which means there's a lot of opportunity out there. And by doing your own website, figuring out what it is that you're going to do, or getting yourself some web-based properties, assets now, 5 years from now, you could be raking in the dough. Because understand, everything is moving online. It's happening, but it hasn't happened. Like I said, I got the numbers. I'm going to conferences, I'm talking to people in the know. Right now, internet commerce represents 8 to 10% of all commerce. 8 to 10%. That's a lot out there. That's a lot out there. So by positioning yourself now with your own property, you put yourself in the position to reap the rewards. In the beginning, it's going to suck. You're not going to get a lot of traffic. It's going to take time, and it's going to be somewhat of a devastation to your ego, because you think you're the shit, and you put up a blog post and only 2 people looked at it, and you're like, oh. But I've built 3 websites. Urban Pack Rat, I just kind of like let it flounder a little bit, because before it was great because it was focused solely on storage auctions. But if you've watched this channel, I talk about way more than storage auctions. And Urban Pack Rat is kind of limited, and I'm not going to go ahead and just start packing all this stuff on it because the site's old. Not going to do that. New things coming. You'll get to see it. And I'm going to move in that direction. But understand, you must, if you want to be a serious, not part-timer, not occasional, but if you want to be a serious reseller, you need your own internet properties. It's a must-have. Just like being on eBay, Amazon, it's must-have. It's something you have to do if you're going to be a reseller. Now understand, if you don't want to do this, you don't have to. But don't bitch. Don't whine. Don't lose your damn mind because you're not making a lot of money. Because, see, this is the thing. And I witnessed this with eBay. All large sellers that were on eBay, when I was on eBay, are gone. There's a reason. There's an inherent flaw in the system that you're only going to get to such a level, and then you're going to reach a point of diminishing returns. And understand, eBay was better back then. They didn't charge you for shipping. And right now, eBay's corporate numbers are looking good because of that one little wrinkle. They start charging, taking a percentage of ship. One policy change resulted in millions and millions of dollars a week. Income. One policy change. So don't get it twisted. eBay is still in trouble because the numbers corporately look great, but I know way more sellers than the average person. And everybody across the board, their sales are down. There's a few people, but whose sales are up. But what's funny, these people have their own website. And the thing is, when you have your own website, you know you have to market. There is no, well, eBay may do this. No, you like, I got this site. This is my stuff. I have to market. One of the reasons my Ultimate Garage Sale was so successful, I knew I had to market because no one was going to find us being half a mile away from the main drag. You had to go down the hill, around the curve, and then find us. They weren't just going to drive by. I knew I had to market. By creating your own website, you put yourself in a position where you're going to have to market. You're going to have to learn new stuff. You're going to have to build your business, and that's great because the carry-off and the takeaways from that is you'll learn how to market your stuff on those platforms even better. So it's a win-win-win-win-win for you. But it's hard work. It's going to take time. There will be no immediate gratification. I feel I was fortunate. I came in at the right time in the right place. Put my site up. I was 14 months ahead of the storage auction shows, and when they came out, because my site was making money before the shows came out. And then it's just like, I looked up one morning, I was like, what the hell happened? And people were keying in because there was no information on the web about storage auctions. Now, it's ubiquitous. It's everywhere. Even like mommy blogs, like, hey, we went to a storage auction. It's all over the place. And honestly, I'm going to be straight up with you. This shit has gone on much longer than I thought it would. I thought, man, because the thing is, I know about the hard work component of storage auctions. That's never going to change, and you're not going to be able to automate it unless you build a huge business with a huge infrastructure, which is going to take some cheddar, baby. It's going to take a little cheddar. And if you don't have cheddar right now, you can't do it. But that's the deal. You must build your own property if you're serious. If you're not serious, this message isn't for you. If you're just a plunker, you're just kind of like kicking it here and there, I get you. But if you want to be real, and you want to make real money, and you have a plan for the future, a 5-year plan, a 10-year plan, because this is the beauty about a website. My website, and it's not the best, and I'll be straight up, I didn't invest a ton of money into it because that wasn't my main goal. Because you have to be intentful and have a purpose on what you're doing. My website was designed to make me money. It wasn't designed to be the best looking website, the cleanest website. It was designed to make me money, and it did its purpose. You have to understand, there are many people who are designing websites to look beautiful and fantastic, and all these design elements that they're putting in there actually kills their conversion rate. So they say they're building their site to make money, but they're doing stuff that's counter to that aim. But that's a lack of research. I'm serious. Because I learned this lesson from Andy, the guy I told you about that owned the ATM company and had his office with old used furniture. He didn't spend a lot of money. He put money where money needed to go, and he didn't put money where it didn't need to be. And he had an office that no one came to the office. So it didn't really matter if the furniture was like over the top, wild designer type furniture. It didn't matter because it just needed to be suitable and usable for them. And that's how you have to make your business decisions. But understand, this thing is going to keep going. Garage sales have exploded across the country to the place that many municipalities are putting in draconian laws. So that just tells me a lot of people are hurting, a lot of people coming to the game. If you want to win the game and you want to be on a higher level, you need to start working on your website today. For real. I'm telling you. I'm speaking from experience. Having your own website allowed me to sell a plain, boring product, a book, from my website and make a lot of money. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. And understand, your website doesn't have to be perfect at the point. The matter is getting that URL up, getting some stuff going on, running some tests, and seeing how it works out. Because I'll just give you a friend of mine. A friend of mine has a little website up. It's local. It's on the web. Anyone can access it, but local. and she sells cookies. Got the website up. She went out, did some old school marketing, which means she met people eye to eye, face to face. She got a customer base. People go to her website. They put in an order. She bakes the cookies. She delivers them. It's 700, yeah, 700, 600 bucks, 600, 700 bucks a week from some cookies from a little website. It doesn't look like nothing. It's designed to make money. She lost her job, and she's selling cookies to bakeries and other people. And it did not cost her a whole bunch. Didn't cost, I mean, she can update herself. She's using freaking WordPress. So think about it. Develop your own internet property. It's imperative, because I know you get the immediate gratification of being on eBay or Amazon and being able to hit a button and tweet your stuff and do all that. But at the end of the day, when you look in your bank account, if you're not happy with the number in there, it's usually because you're devoting too much time helping other people build their businesses versus building your business. Think about that. If you're mad, you're guilty. See, I see. Yeah, you're shaking your fist at me, but that's okay. That's okay. At least you know now. All right, this is Glendon, and I'll see you in the next video.